What's good, superstars? Back with another video. You got Superstar Rob or Superstar Basement Rob. I know you how much you guys love this backdrop. And today I am riding solo because congratulations, huge congratulations to Superstar Joe and Superstar Mel on the birth of their first child. So excited for them. It's a baby girl. So we got a new superstar in the world right now. Can't wait to meet her, hopefully tomorrow. Superstar Joe couldn't be here again. I can't wait to look back on this video and laugh at what a monumental day it is for you guys and Superstar Giada. This is fantastic. And today it's good. I'm just gonna take the video and we'll go over the news and we'll talk a little bit about comics. So let's just get right into it. So if you had a chance to do the drop today, I wasn't able to get it. It was Uncanny X-Men number 96. I unfortunately couldn't even get the rebound. I know on VV Vault stream there were a bunch of people getting wins on that, so congrats to them. Right now in that aftermarket, I think the pricing is looking very, very attractive. May want to pick up one of those rares. It's one of those 30,000 mints. So if you're interested in getting your hands on one of these, I think it's the first appearance of Moria. And she we talked about her in the last video that she may be relevant going forward, especially in the X-Men world. So you could take a look at that in the secondary market to see if you want to get involved. But there will be more drops coming. So we have a very special drop happening tomorrow. It will be Ron English's Ukraine Relief Project. All the proceeds will benefit the Red Cross and the Ukraine refugee relief effort. So this is going to be very different drop for VV. I think it's in a way you're buying a piece of history. And if you take a look down below at the Medium article, which has been released, what we'll see is that one of them is a mural, very interesting looking mural. You do see some faces, a little bit cryptic for sure, and you almost have like a child flying a plane. So um, kind of breaks my heart to see something like this. But in total, there's 4,444 mints. It's at list price of 100, which is very, very different than the art piece that we saw previously listed at 200. So um, I think it's a fairly priced piece of art. I think people are going to want this. The rarity for this one is a secret rare. So it's I think something that probably will go over listed, unlike the last one in the secondary market, but we'll wait and see that. But there's also going to be a sunflower grin special mission. If you look really closely, it's almost like a Pac-Man. At least that's what I see with a zipper in the middle. Let me know what you guys think below in terms of what you like about this Ron English piece. There's a silver and a gold. Both of them are listed at 60 ultra rares and 5,555 additions. So I think it's a pretty cool drop. With the war that's going on, of course, this is something that I think a lot of people are going to be willing to contribute to. They're going to obviously sell out in seconds, and I think in this case though, it will probably do okay in the secondary market as well. But as Superstar Story of 5-1 said, I can actually say now I'm just a guy in my basement, so this is not financial advice. Okay, so moving on. I want to talk about comics today because I had a request from Superstar Nunzio, newer to VV, and we made a video on this before. It came out a couple months ago, but I wanted to refresh it. I wanted to just give a rundown again for new people because VV continues to grow and there's new people in that. But if you're looking to buy comics and you want to have a guide to kind of help you, there's two main websites that I use. And one of them is VV Rank, and that one's run by Sleeping Comics, where they've listed comics from S down to D. The S comics are like ultimate grails. A's are like really really good, right? B's are kind of the middle tier, usually a lot of first appearances, and then you have your C's and D's, some first appearances. But I find that in the VB Rank website, they're a little bit more willing to weigh comics higher by future potential than just historical. But we also have comics and crypto. They have a spreadsheet, very very good spreadsheet, where they go over. I mean, look at this. It tells you if it's in the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, the Modern Age. Like these are different ages that have been defined in the crypto world. sorry, in the comic world. He has the prices, and I think that physical world value, it may not even be actual sale price, probably today's actual price if someone had to buy a little bit of prediction. So if you are looking to figure out what to buy, prices are really good right now. The market is down, and if you want to get into some of these elite comics, uh, I think it's a really good opportunity. Like they're not that far off from their pre-January pump, because in January these things pumped to insane prices. If I bought a lot of them before that pump, and I'm still up on them, but not by that much. That I think that a newer person still has a great opportunity to get into here. So the first one that I'm going to start off with is the 1939 Marvel Comics #1. This is an absolute grail. Um, this is a must own. Like if you want to get into comics, it was the first one that I bought because I know and I understand that if this is the first ever Marvel comic, it has to be worth something, and it is in the real world. This is a 9.4. Supposedly, there's only 100 copies left in the physical world, so you can't even get one of these if you tried, and most of them have been destroyed or damaged, and let alone a high grade of a comic like this. This article, it said 1.26 million is the last time this one sold. So that's a huge number. It's not even. I think there's been comics that have sold for even higher than this. So it's a very inefficient market. It's whatever some crazy collector is willing to pay to own one of these. And according to uh, the uh, the spreadsheet here, we got a physical world value of 3 million. So if you want to own this, I would be all for, as you know, if you want to spend a little bit extra money, it's not that cheap. If we go to the ecomi wiki and we check out the common, it's sitting right now at, come down a little bit, 399. So it's, or actually the latest update here is 320. So it's sitting at 320 right now, just a little bit of a dip. So great entry point. Supply right now across the entire market is down. We know some of that has to do with delisting, but I wouldn't be scared to own one of these at 320. I think I got mine at 145. So it's still double the price in this case. But even though there's 60,000 mints of this one, which is a very, very high mint, it's so valuable to the Veve community and to the comic community. When the real comic book collectors show up, they may be going straight for this one. So it's a must own, at least in my collection for sure. So moving on, we got, pull this back up. We got Fantastic Four #1. So that one here, again, amazing book. This one here is another must own. I think Veve Rank has it as an A rank comic. We got it right here. Okay. Fantastic Four is coming out in the MCU. Huge speculation, massive movies right now with Disney, and I think that with Fantastic Four eventually entering the MCU, there is a huge upside potential long term as more and more people get exposed to these movie fans. I can't even remember the last time I watched the Fantastic Four. I like forget the storyline. So I know that once they bring that out, like I saw it as a kid, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna come sharp again, and they're gonna integrate them into the MCU. They may, for all we know, Mr. Fantastic may become the new leader of the MCU, kind of like an Iron Man. I don't know. No one knows what's going to happen, but he has that level of potential. So, in the spreadsheet, Fantastic Four #1 saying $6.1 million in the physical world right now. I did a quick Google search. I'm seeing the record sale of 300,000 back in 2011. So, in 2022, I mean, we don't know what it would be. And again, I can't verify whether that spreadsheet. I think it's predicted prices, not actual prices of what somebody would pay. But wow, like that is insane for a comic book, and I think that right now, thank you Disney and Marvel for letting us buy this on Veve because we can own a piece of that. So if we pull up the price here and we go to, here we go. It's Amazing Spider-Man, Fantastic Four #1. We're sitting at a price of only 135 for the common, so pretty affordable to get such an elite comic. So definitely take a look at that. Switching back over now, we got on the next on the list, we got Amazing Spider-Man #1. It's actually, I think it's like the second appearance of Peter Parker, but it's the first of the Amazing Spider-Man series, which is an incredible series for the comic book, for comic book collectors. Saying here that the physical world value is actually 2.3 million right now, which is insane. I did a quick Google search on that one as well. We can see here Amazing Spider-Man #1 actually sold for 1.45 million, and that was a 9.8 grade. Not sure on the exact year, but that just goes to show you how valuable this comic book is. Right now on Veve, we got for that one there. It looks like $139 or 139 gems. Again, not that bad. I think I got this one at 90 before January. So if you're looking to definitely take this some serious consideration. If you only want to spend around 100 gems, why not go for the first ever Amazing Spider-Man? So another fantastic pickup right there. All right, flipping back over. Next on the list, Fantastic Four #5. This has to do with Doctor Doom, one of the first appearances of Doctor Doom. We got it over here on the VV Rank website, right? Major villain in the Marvel Universe, potential for Thanos. So we'll see. It's a little bit speculative. There's no guarantees, but it is still a valuable comic book in the physical world. Record sale of 138,000. And of course, we got the spreadsheet here saying that the current highest value is 500,000 for a 9.6. So that would be a huge comic, and we can own that as well here on Veve. So it's not that expensive if I pull that up. We got it right over here, I believe. Nope, this one right here, #5. It's sitting at 125, comparable to the other two. I would probably take the other two first, or the other three first, if I could. It's still a good comic to own at this price. As you go down this list and purchase the ones that maybe are best for you, for your comfort level. Um, this one here, because it's similar price to the other ones, maybe you should wait it out, get the other ones first. But it's definitely something that is worth owning in your collection if you would like to beef up your comic book collection. So let's pull this back up. Next on the list, we got Daredevil #1. According to the spreadsheet, we got 320,000 for the physical world value. If you go back to Veve Rank's website, it's the first appearance of Daredevil. We got over here I pulled up a website that I found. It sold for 250,000, so that's pretty fantastic. If you pull over to ecomi Wiki's website, go to Daredevil #1. Right now, it's trading only at $92. So now we're getting back. I remember in January, what could you buy for under $100? There was nothing. Now you can get a legitimate top comic book for under 100. So it's only 92 gems. It's still sub 100. I find that absolutely incredible. Daredevil #1 for sure. If you only had 100 gems to spend, this is probably the one you're going to pick up if that's your line. If you're willing to stretch a little bit, then probably go back to one of the first ones that I just mentioned. But if you're not, and you only have 100 gems max, this one here is probably the one that you should go with. Okay, so moving on, we have next on the list, we have Marble Spotlight #5. This just came out. We did a whole video on it actually. This one here is just from the Bronze Age. I remember from the research, and the Bronze Age is like 1970 and 1985. And then from my research, I think it was the highest selling Bronze Age comic book so far in history. We got the Ghost Rider, and I think collectors love this mainly for the black cover. Very hard to keep it in pristine condition because of that black cover. It was very, very hard to keep it as a high grade like this 9.8 over here. So sold for 264,000. Definitely, recent release, so prices are still half decent, and the market's still trying to figure out exactly where this is going to fall. Ghost Rider he's anticipated to have a future MCU appearance. Nobody knows when, but it's pretty much confirmed that we'll eventually see Ghost Rider. Currently, right now in the Veve market, that comic, the common at least, is starting at 41. I own the rare. I think the rare is about double. I kind of own it for at the time it was for the MCP points. It was only 70 or something when it first came out, but now the market's starting to learn more about it. It's ranked pretty high on these two websites, so it pumped up a bit. So 41, not bad. If you have only 100 gems, you have some to spare. If there's something else you like on the app, you could pick this up for 41 gems, and then you have that other approximately 60 for everything else. So that's something else that you definitely need to consider if you want to get into some more of these elite comics. So flipping back, we got a moment, please. There we got um, Ultimate Fallout #4. Fallout #4 is the first appearance of Miles Morales, and there's a lot of speculation with him. We don't really know yet exactly how significant he's going to be, but he's a up and coming character. VV Rank has him here as a Spider-Man. Miles Morales is a huge and growing character, and it leads all into the Spider-Verse movies, which we're going to see a lot more of. PS4 video game, and he may, and this is a big may, be joining the MCU. So he's sort of, again, this was the last comic I bought on this list, just because he's a little bit less locked in than the others. I still owned it because I wanted to continue to grow my collection. Not that expensive in the physical world. Like even VV Comic has it at 3,000. So I don't know if this is something that I would personally stretch for. It's not that cheap on the app. Like if you come to Ultimate Fallout number 4, it's sitting at 100. So this is for the common too. So if I had 100 gems, probably would dedicate those gems to something else I just mentioned before and leave this right to the last of the list. But still a good pickup, not trashing it. Definitely, I own it. I think that it's worth owning. And any of these comics, you don't have to buy the common. You can buy whatever you want. You can get the rare, which I own many of rares. Or if you want the uncommon, it's a little bit less mint. Some people like to go for the less mint one because over time they believe that because there's less mint, it'll do better. However, don't forget that the common is the original. So when the real comic book collectors, and I'm not one of them, but when the real comic book collectors come on this app, they're going to want to pick up probably the original, you know, that's the one that was actually released, and they're going to want that cover. That means something to them way more than some of the VV exclusive ones, which are typical with even the rares, ultra rares, definitely the secret rares. Many of them are VV exclusive arts, but that common is what these original or these OG comic book collectors grew up looking at and desiring. So I wouldn't sleep on those commons. Yes, they're high mints. However, the counter argument is that they're going to be probably the ones that these OGs are going to want when they finally find Vivi. We're only at 2.1 million. It's probably more now, 2.4. I haven't heard a number release in a while, but as we grow as a community and as the app grows, I think these comic book collectors are going to go wild over this, especially because they can read them. And we can't put them in the showroom yet, but eventually these comics are going to go into the showroom too. So if you want to jump in and start becoming a comic book collector, or if you only have 100 gems on the app, there's some pretty good opportunity right now in the comic space, and I definitely recommend it. So please let me know below. I would love to hear from you guys what you think about this list. I want to know if you would add anything else in terms of elite comic books that you think should be on this list or that I've missed. I mean, there's a lot to pick from. So also let me know what you think right now about the pricing. Do you think that this is a good entry point? Because all we have to compare it to is before January. So let me know below. And again, we respond to all our comments, whether you agree with the list or not. We want to hear from you. Now, don't forget to check out our last video. Thank you, Parology. The guy is an absolute legend. He is giving away another Goofy. I can't believe it. You should see when we've given these away with Parology. We have a group chat usually with the winner, and when they finally see the Goofy or the what other the previous collectibles end up in their VV app and they look, they cannot believe it and they go nuts. And how can sometimes it's hard to believe that somebody would give you and gift you. I think this is worth like 2,000 gems right now, right? So it's hard to believe that somebody would gift you such a generous gift. But Parology, he's just a legend. He just wants to do good for this community. So don't forget to follow him and reach out to him on Twitter. He's amazing. He's super active. And thank you again, Parology, for your generosity of giving us a chance to help you find a proper person or somebody to get the second giveaway. And there's going to be more. We're not done yet. There's going to be a giveaway every week. So we just finished our last one, which was an act of kindness. This one's a little bit different. So make sure you follow Parology. Make sure you follow us, Superstar Money _ on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Comment below. Let us know. And you definitely have to follow us as well on TikTok. TikTok is a little bit new for us. Some people have expressed some concerns about getting TikTok, but it's okay. If you want, you can reach out to us on Twitter and send us a video through Twitter. I haven't received anything yet. I don't know what's going on. Can someone comment below? Have any of you tried to send us anything? Because not a single person has sent us an AR video on TikTok. What's going on? So let us know. And if you want to be entered into winning one of these giveaways, send us a funny AR video, and we're gonna post it on TikTok. And from there, we'll select a winner. And again, I sometimes on Twitter we get a lot of thanks from people. But remember, this is all Parology. He's the guy or girl, we don't know, and he's the person that we all have to thank because he cares about this community and he wants it to be very successful. So make sure you check him out and let us know below what's going on. I want to see some entries. I haven't seen anything yet. Let's do this. And last but not least, join the Superstar fam because you can become a superstar as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Comment below. We answer to every single comment. It doesn't matter if you agree with us or not. We want to hear from you. We love that engagement. We want to have lots of conversations. We've generated so many video ideas because of the comments below. We've created videos because of the conversations we've had online, and there's some regulars there. And thank you to all those superstars who are active and they're always reaching out to us. So make sure you hit that button, smash the thumbs up, hit that bell so you know when the next video is going to come out. And again, I want to finish this video with a huge congratulations to Superstar Joe and Superstar Mel. They're now Superstar Daddy and Mommy. So that's it for today, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and have a great day.